In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make videos black and white in Premiere Pro. Hey guys, my name is Scott and I make full and mini tutorials like this one on Premiere Pro, Photoshop, and freelancing tips, so please do consider hitting the subscribe button and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any of those. Okay, let's get into how we can make videos black and white in Premiere. So I have my footage here in my sequence and I want to change this video from color to black and white. There's actually a ton of different ways to do this in Premiere Pro, so I'm going to show you a few that I think are pretty fast and effective. The first way you can do this is by going to the effects panel and typing in black and white. If I scroll down to the video effects folder, there's a black and white option that I can drag and drop onto my footage. Now when I do that, it does an okay job of making the video black and white, but it's pretty flat looking in terms of contrast. So if I go back to the effects panel and type in levels and apply that to the clip, and I can start to change some of the contrast settings in my effects control panel and play around with those. So that's one way to make a video black and white. The next way, which I think I prefer maybe more than the first, is to go back to the effects panel and type in Lumetri Color. If I apply this effect to the clip, it will not automatically change it to black and white like the first effect, so I'll have to go over to my effects control panel, go to the basic correction area, and find the saturation, and then I'll bring that down to 0. Now my footage is black and white, but just like before, it's a bit flat looking. So if I scroll down even further in my effects control panel, and I find the curve section, if I click on the diagonal line, it will make a point, and from there I can pull up or down, which will change the contrast in the video. This is very similar to a curves adjustment layer that you can make in Photoshop, which I have a video on if you want to check that out in the description below. In that video, I talk about how with curves, you can create an S-curve shape, which really makes the contrast in an image, or in this case, a video, pop even more. There's also the red, green, and blue channels, or RGB, that you can play around with if you want the video to have a specific tint to it. Or I can go back up to basic correction, and there's a bunch of options to choose from in terms of settings. I can change the exposure, the highlights, the shadows. There's a lot of cool stuff here to really fine-tune the look that you're going for your video. Next, there's another way to change videos to black and white, and that's through preset filters. I'm going to go back to the effects panel and type in Lumetri presets, and now a list of different filter looks should come up. Each of these looks have a different color temperature to them. Some of them are warmer filters, others are cooler, and there's monochrome filters as well. But there's a few more black and white ones towards the bottom. The SL Noir Tri-X has a pretty contrasty black and white look to it, which looks pretty good, but I think I want to try the one above it, the SL Noir Red Wave. So this one also has a black and white filter to it, but I think it's a little too dark. So if I wanted to, I can go back over to the effects control panel and then go into the curves area and start adjusting the preset look if needed. Or I can go back up to basic correction just like we did before with the Lumetri color effect, and I can mess around with any of those settings to get it to how I want it to look. So that's how you can make footage black and white in Premiere Pro. What other kind of coloring issues do you guys have in Premiere? Let me know in the comments below and I'll see if I can answer them. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and share this with anyone else who might also enjoy it. For more information on Premiere Pro, Photoshop, and freelancing tips, head on over to my website at scottedwardfowler.com. Also, check out my other tutorials which I've posted on the right side of the screen here. Alright, that's it for me guys. See you in the next video.